Hi, my name is Jim Ave, and I am the professor for Kinesiology 771, Research Methods in Kinesiology. I want to welcome you to our class, and I believe this is our first class that we've had together. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas break. Hope you got some opportunities to kind of relax and recharge your batteries after two pretty intense semesters, the summer and the fall semesters. So I hope that we have a good 8 weeks together. That's how long our course is. And let's go start our class or our announcement here with a Bible verse. This is from the book of Psalms, uh, chapter 139, verses 1 through 3. And this is from the English Standard Version. King David wrote, "O Lord, you have searched me and know me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You discern my thoughts from afar. You search out my path and my lying down. You are acquainted with all my ways." I like this particular psalm written by King David teaches us quite a bit about who God is and who we are. But primarily, I picked this verse because the opening verse, "O Lord, you search me and know me." Part of this class is searching for new material and knowing new material. So that's kind of the link. But the other thing I like about this is that the Lord teaches us that the Lord knows us very intimately and he still loves us, which I know that I'm got some desperate wickedness in my heart. So that God still loves me, knows my ways, and still calls out to me when I fail him at all times, and many times. I thank him for being a God of grace and a God of mercy and a God of forgiveness. All right, so what's this announcement going to go over? This announcement, I'm going to just hit the highlights of this class, and then I'll have another announcement about the signature assignment in this class, which is called the research paper assignment. That's what we're going to spend the majority of our time working on throughout this whole course. So, who am I? I have information. We're spring 2015. Who am I? I'm your professor. And my name is Jim Ave again. You can call me Jim. You can call me Dr. Ave. You can call me Dr. J. You can call me Dr. Jim. Those are fine. I'm on campus probably more than Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm on campus more than that, but if you want to have a phone conversation with me, you're not limited to these times, but on campus. But that is my office hours, and I typically will be in my office. Again, I'll be on campus more than that and available even when I'm not on campus via my cell phone number that I have there. It's blacked out on this announcement because this is on YouTube, and I don't want everybody in the world to have my cell number or my email number, but you have it in the syllabus and in the course. Feel free to give me a call, text me, email me anytime that you have questions. If you text me, let me know who you are because I don't know who you are because I don't have your phone number in my phone. So just say, hey, this is whatever your name is in your research methods course. Got a question? I'm happy to answer those questions. If you call and I don't answer, leave me a voicemail. Again, let me know who you are, what your question is, and I'll get back to you. I'm here to help. That's what I'm here to do. I'm your professor for this course. I take my job as your teacher very seriously. I do know this course is quite difficult. And the reason why it's difficult is because it's just like learning a brand new language. It's a different topic that you may have never taken before. Most students have never taken a research class as an undergrad. And so, whereas a lot of our other courses in the master's program, you probably took something similar to the course or courses in your undergrad. But this class is not like that. So it's a bit challenging. I'll let you know that right up front. You will struggle through this course, and that's kind of to be expected. And it's my job to guide you through this process of learning about research methods, and those type of things. So the main purpose of our course is to teach students how to use research to inform the way that you teach, coach, provide athletic training services, or administer athletic programs. This is called evidence-based academics. Now, I don't know if that's an actual term. I may have made it up. Maybe I should get it trademarked. But let me explain what I mean by evidence-based academics. The evidence or evidences that we use are the various types of literature, so journal articles, textbooks, and those type of things. And we should base our teaching, coaching, athletic training services, or administration decisions, practices, or techniques on the findings or conclusion from the literature. In the end, each student should become a scholarly kinesiology practitioner. So, said differently, the way that we do our jobs, we shouldn't just do it because that's the way we've always done it. We should base the way that we teach, the way we coach, the way we do whatever we do based on solid research. And the job in this class is to teach you what is quality research that we should use, how to read the journals, and then hopefully we'll use those evidences to base the way that we do our job. Let's see. Let's talk about our textbook here. Well, if you haven't downloaded the syllabus, I'm going to go over to our Moodle class. Should have done this earlier. So I'm in our Moodle class, and let me talk about some of the things in our class in Moodle. If you're watching this, you've probably already kind of figured this out. So you're going to go to your course documents folder. And when it opens up, you'll download the syllabus. There's all sorts of good documents here that I would suggest that you take advantage of. But the syllabus, this is last year's syllabus, or this. But by the time you watch this, I'll have the current syllabus that, so you can follow along. So you can follow along with me. If you're weak in APA, I'm pretty strict on APA. Here's some help documents with that you should download. What this folder is, this dissertation, thesis, and other resources. These are like previous research papers. My dissertation is in here, and these are older research studies before, when students actually had to conduct a study. This folder, research paper example, is examples of papers for the class for this class. They're more current. So we got 2011, 2013, and some other examples for you to use to help you with this course. So let's go back to our other thing. Hopefully you've figured this out, is introduction to this class. I do what are called books, and that's where you're at right now, is you're watching this welcome video. We're doing an overview in class. Then I want you to work through these different videos and material that I have. I have a funny video from Weird Al Yankovic about writing and about plagiarism. It's a course announcement that I have. I expect you to read. Some formatting and writing expectations I have, and this is how to format your papers. This is from Dr. Beasley. More APA material, and the research paper assignment. I have another announcement about that, and then what should you do next for this class as the next page. So when you're done that, you go back to module 1. come I didn't do that? And start working through. Now, in each week, each one of these modules, I have written text here. I expect you to read because it's giving you a little bit of overview of what we're doing this week and some other information like in this. And I says in some of the lectures that I have in this class, I have quite a bit of lectures in this course. You hear me say in your study or project in some of the lectures. Back when I recorded some of these lectures, students actually had to do a study. They actually had to do a research study. Well, we've changed our program where you're not doing a thesis or a research study or a research project. You are doing a comprehensive exam. If you got questions about that, please contact me. So again, here's another book that you'll work through, and then you end up with a learning activity, and then another series of lectures with a learning activity, and finally, at the end of the week, you'll do a extra credit assignment. All right, back to our textbook. Hopefully you bought it by now. If not, you need to buy it ASAP because you need it. It's Research Methods in Physical Activity, a 6th edition. It's by Thomas, Nelson, and Silverman from Human Kinetics. You should have bought the APA, American Psychological Association Concise Rules of APA, the 6th edition, a long time ago. That was required when you started this program. And you didn't need to buy this supplementary resource. This is just something I've cited through the lectures. So we have an 8-week course, and so in week 1 I kind of just went over some of that stuff and showing you in Moodle. But the first week we're going to talk about what do we do with the research process. So it's an introduction to a research process, and then the second topic is how to do a literature review. Chapter 1 and 2 are textbooks, so you should read. It depends on what kind of learner you are. You might want to listen to the lectures and then read a textbook, or read the textbooks, listen, and then do your learning activities. The first learning activity that you're going to do is pick a topic that you want to research for the research paper assignment, which we'll talk about later. And the second topic is actually going to our online library, finding a good source of literature, and then finding a bad source of literature, and explaining why that source of literature is either, we call it a primary or secondary source, which is the good type, or why is it an unacceptable source of literature based on what our textbook tells us. Week 2, we do more of that type of stuff. We have learning activities. Most weeks we'll have some kind of activities each week. You see in this class schedule that you'll have drafts for your RPA. And I'll go ahead and talk about your different assignments for our class. So your main assignment, which we call signature assignments in our program, which are the big assignment that's designed to assess your meeting the program student learning outcome and the course student learning outcomes. For this class, it's the research paper assignment. So that one is worth 200 points. So it's a significant amount of points. You have to do well in that particular assignment in order to pass this course. And so to facilitate that and helping students, what I have students do is do rough drafts throughout the course. So you'll see almost every single week you're doing some kind of rough draft for your research paper assignment. They're only worth 5 points. Last 2 classes I've done without point value, and only about 50% of the students did it. And the students who did not do the rough drafts really did not do a very good job on a research paper assignment. And this was in the fall semester. And the students who did do the rough drafts did a fantastic job on a research paper assignment. Because I read it and I will give you feedback. And just so you know how I give students feedback, I'll provide a comment here in Microsoft like that, and so you should be able to see my remarks in the paper when I turn it back into you in Moodle. Let's go ahead and undo that. So yeah, research paper. Again, I'm going to have a separate announcement for these 3 assignments. I already talked about the rough drafts. And so your other assignments are learning activities. So here, learning activities are designed to help you understand the concepts in our class. Some of these are forms, like this week we have 2 forms that you'll be working on. And there's also assignments, individual assignments that you'll turn in to me in a Moodle assignment. Those are worth 10 to 12 points each. I used to have a final exam. I eliminated the final exam for this class because I got a lot of feedback the last 2 semesters that the final exam with all the other stuff that goes on in the last week in this course was just a little bit too much. It was overwhelming, so I decided to get rid of that final exam for this class. We'll talk about that later. Talk about that. When you turn in assignments in the assignment link, not in the forms, make sure you always provide a title page. Include your name, my name, the course number and name, the date, title for assignment. If you turn in an assignment, it will result in a 25-point grade reduction. Most assignments are typically due Sundays at 11:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, unless otherwise indicated. Now, we're all adults here. If you get sick, your dog eats your computer, some of your household gets really sick, something impedes your ability to complete work in this course, just let me know what's going on. Treat me as an adult, and I treat you like an adult. Now, if it's a habitual thing, that's a different thing. Then you need to probably drop the course. But just let me know what's going on. Okay, you should know this by now. In order to get your degree from FPU and your master's degree, you cannot earn a C in any course. If you earn a C in this course, you have to repeat it the next time it's offered, and the next time it's offered is next fall. Last thing I'll talk about in this announcement is what my expectations for you to be successful in this graduate program. This is an 8-week course. It's 3 units. You should expect to spend at least 10 to 20 hours per week on this course. Minimum of 10 to 20 hours per week on this course. This means you can be spending that doing research, which means getting into the library, reading journal articles, responding to threaded discussion, and writing. You have to do stuff every single day in this class. Do not wait to the weekend. You will not be successful in this course if you wait to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do all the coursework in this class. Carve out time in your schedule where you're doing something every single day in this course. It doesn't matter the time. You don't have to log in at specific times. But every day you should be doing something in this course. I expect you to check your FPU email on a daily basis, especially Monday through Friday, as I'll communicate important things about this class via that email. You'll be held accountable for that, and when I send those emails. Should also go into Moodle at least every other day, because I place announcements in there. I place a lot of announcements in this course right here in the course announcements. There's nothing there now. Well, by the time you're watching this, there's actually probably going to be some course announcements. I'll put a lot of announcements in the course announcements about a course. They should get emailed to you also, to your FPU email. If you don't want to check this email, I do have a video in the Moodle orientation course, how to forward your email account to a different email so you get those emails. But those course announcements also hold you accountable. I'll typically open each next module on Sunday morning before I go to church or after I get home from church, so you know what's going on for that next week. I expect you to read and follow the assignment direction. I try to provide detailed information on each one of those directions, on each one of those assignments. But if you do not know what to do, please ask me. If you need help, how I like students to get help in my courses is use this Q&A forum in our course. Post your question there, because more than likely, if you have a question, everybody else in the class has questions. So please start there first. If that doesn't clarify the answer that you have, then we can dig a little bit more detail in phone calls or text, email, those type of things. Something you should know as far as getting answers to questions, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I cannot guarantee that I'll get back to you quickly. Usually most Fridays I'm taking care of my girls, and I may not get back to you quickly. Friday afternoons, if I can, I'll get back on the website and check. Saturdays and Sundays, I cannot guarantee you that I'll be very active in a Moodle email or text. So that's why it's important for you to get involved in the coursework early in the week. So if you have questions about things, I can answer those questions for you. And I think that's all I need to cover for this announcement. Again, I want to make sure that you understand that I am here to help you through this process. I know it's a difficult course. Ask questions, work with other students in the course. I think that's very beneficial to you. If you find one or two other students in this class that you can work together through this material, that'll be helpful too. Look forward to getting to know you a little bit better through this next 8 weeks.